Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Friday evening. Hope you've had a lovely week. Looking forward to a nice weekend ahead. Our practice today is all about joint mobility. So we're going to kind of work our way around the body doing various exercises with our different joints to loosen them up and give them a good old mobility refresher. As always, throughout the practice, listen to your body, only do what feels right for you today. And if you find that one of the particular exercises is really good, if you're having trouble with a certain area of your body or whatever, then, build that into your own repertoire to just do it regularly and keep the joints nice and mobile. So, let us begin in a seated position, sitting up tall, lengthening through the spine. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. Pause. And as you exhale, just breathe away everything that's happening in your life today. Inhaling again and exhaling any labels, any responsibilities, releasing yourself of everything and being free to just be on your mat in the present moment. And as you're sitting there, becoming aware of your seat bones, just finding that equal weight, the equilibrium as you sit there, equal weight on both seat bones, sitting up nice and tall, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, lengthening through the spine, chin parallel with the floor. Softening the shoulders, releasing the jaw, releasing any tension. And then letting your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose, filling your belly, pause, and then exhale through your nose. Taking 3 more breaths here. And when you're ready, gently open the eyes and just bringing yourself to sit a long ways on your mat with your legs straight out in front of you in staff pose. Let the hands come either side of the hips. Becoming aware again of your position, so equal weight on both seat bones, finding that alignment, ear, shoulder, hip, and finding the length in the spine, so allowing yourself to grow and find space between each vertebrae. And then as you sit here, point the toes away and then draw them back, drawing them back so far that your heels lift up off the mat. And point them away again and draw them back. 3 more times. and then letting them rest. Just draw them slightly closer together and turn the soles of the feet towards each other and then away from each other and towards each other and away. And again, 3 more times, nice and slowly, just being really aware of how that feels as you rotate the feet in that way. And then coming back to stillness, and one that you're very familiar with, let's just circle them around. First going in one direction, and then taking that in the opposite direction. And then coming to stillness. So that's your ankles fully mobilized. Keeping the right leg extended, flexing the foot so the toes are pointing upwards. With the left leg, draw it up. So you'll feel the quad has to work quite hard when you draw it up. And then draw your knee in and stretch the leg out again. And draw the knee in. Inhale as you draw it in. And exhale to extend it 3 more times. So this is really good for your knee because your quad and all of the ligaments going down to your knee have to work quite hard here to first of all hold it up in place, and then secondly to bend it back. So it's a really good exercise to keep that mobility in your knee. 1 more time on this side. And then let it rest. And let's take that on the other side. So again, raise the leg up, keeping the extended foot flexed and the raised leg, draw it back and out and back and out, and letting it flow with the breath. Two more times. And then letting it come down. Good. Well done. And then from here, moving into a little bit of hip movement now. So with the left leg, raise it up, draw it out to the side and back. And again, out to the side and back. And again, and 2 more times. And back. And then taking that to the other side with the right leg. One more time. And back to the center, and then just opening both legs out as wide as they can go, keeping those feet flexed, sitting up tall, keeping them there. Let's take 5 breaths here. You might find it easier to have your hands behind you a little bit, fingers pointing away. Still trying to keep the integrity in your alignment, so ears still over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And 1 more breath here. And then from here, let's make our way into tabletop. And in your tabletop, having those shoulders over the wrists, fingers open nice and wide, pressing away from the mat, hips over knees, feet behind you. And a couple of cat-cows here. So again, synchronizing it with your breath as you inhale into your cow, getting really exaggerating the pelvic movement. And exhaling into your cat, again, really rounding the back. And then 3 more times. Nice and slow, deliberate movement. And then coming back into your tabletop. And so we've done our hip movement laterally, taking it to the side and back. And now we're going to stretch the right leg out behind you. Raise it up so that you're getting a nice extension in the right hip. And then draw the knee in towards the nose so you're getting a deep flexion in that right hip. And again, lifting the leg up behind you and drawing it in. 3 more. And coming back to stillness, let's take it on the other side. So again, stretching the left leg out, raise it up, feeling that hip extend, and then draw it into flexion. 3 more on this side. And coming back into your tabletop. And then from here, final exercise for the hips. Let's do just nice side to side movement with the hips. So taking it all the way over to the left, coming back to the center and all the way over to the right. Inhaling to the center, exhaling out to the left. Inhaling to the center, exhaling to the right. Once more on either side. And then coming back to the center and sit back down onto your heels if that's comfortable. If that's not comfortable, of course, get a cushion and place it underneath, building it up to a point that is comfortable. And again, just checking in with that alignment. So we still want shoulders over, our ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And let's move on to the hands. So let the hands point out in front of you, arms extended, fingers pointing up to the ceiling. So remember, keeping a softness in the elbows. We don't ever want to lock them. Keep softness in the elbows, fingers pointing up. And then let them point down again. And up and down. 3 more times. And again, having those movements work with the breath just makes them nice and slow and deliberate. One more time. And then bringing them back into the starting position so the fingers are pointing up, and let's turn them out to the side and in. So kind of like they're like window wipers. Two more times. And then clasping your hand into a fist, but tuck your thumb in, clasp your fingers around so they're in a fist. Same with the other hand, thumb is tucked in. And then let's just do big or little circles with the fists. First going in one direction and then going in the other. I have to say I find that really nice on the wrists. I don't know about you, but it's a really nice exercise to do for the wrists. It's not an area of the body that certainly that I would pay a lot of attention to for myself, but actually I find that a really nice movement for my wrists. And then coming to stillness. Let's bring the hands up onto the shoulders. Raise the elbows up so that they are shoulder height as we now move on from our wrists to our elbows. So we're making good progress. We've covered the ankles and the feet. We've covered the knees. We've covered the hips, the spine and pelvis, the wrists, and now we are on to the elbows. So from here, inhale. And as you exhale, open the arms out. Inhaling them back in. And exhaling them out straight. 3 more times. And then from here, bring the arms out to the side. Again, touching the shoulders and draw the elbows together and back out. So you're getting a nice little shoulder movement here and back out. Nice for the arms. And once more. And then still with the hands on the shoulders, keeping those elbows in line with the shoulders, raise the arms up. So we're like cactus arms. The arm is straight up, both hands pointing straight up with the elbow bent. And the upper arm at shoulder height. And then just folding them down and raising them up. So you really feel the rotator cuff here of the shoulder having to work, the elbows and arms having to work. So really good arm exercise once more. And then from here, raising the arms straight up and draw them back, getting that nice stretch of the chest and the shoulders as you draw them back, and then raise them up. And again, drawing them back. 2 more times. And once again, coming to stillness, let the hands come down onto the thighs and round the shoulders. The hands maybe can stretch forward towards the knees, rounding the whole back. And then coming into, like we're doing a cat-cow, but in a seated position. And through again to really round the shoulders, so feeling the shoulders round as you push the spine, the top of the spine away, and then stretching the shoulders and raising the gaze. Sorry, stretching the chest and raising the gaze. And again, rounding back and pushing through. Once more. And coming to stillness, coming to sit in easy pose with the legs crossed. Let the left hand come down by the side, raising the right arm up. And let's just take a nice little bend to the left. Holding it here. And coming back to upright. Inhale. Raise the arm up. Exhale into the bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale into the bend. Twice more on this side. And back to center. Let's take it on the other side, raising the right arm up and exhaling. Sorry, raising the left arm up, exhaling to the right. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling again to the right 3 more times. Excuse me. and coming back to center, spinning around on your mat, and let us lower ourselves down onto the mat, lengthening the legs, feet flopping out to the side, palms facing upwards. So really well done. Thank you for joining me. I hope you found that little journey around your joints useful and that you found something that helped and that maybe you will incorporate into your practice. Don't forget to let us know when you've completed this practice, and hopefully you will make it onto our July Roll of Honor. We're nearly there. We only have one more day of yoga practice in July on Monday. Can't believe it's almost over. And now just allow the body to relax, release, and let go. Letting go your feet and your legs. Letting go your hands and your arms. Letting go your glutes and pelvis. Letting go the whole back of your body and shoulder blades. The front of your body, chest and shoulders. Letting go your head, face, jaw and chin. The whole of your body, just let it go. And take a moment here to identify something or someone you're feeling particularly grateful for today. And acknowledge that gratitude. And then let your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause, and then exhale through your nose. Keeping your attention on your breath for the next few minutes.